I'm high, bro. And I wasn't ready.
I wish people could. I wish people could see him right now.
I wish I could see me right now. Drum roll.
Here we go with this goddamn drum.
It sounds much better this week. You know it sounds better.
You totally.
I got everything turned up. Y'all ready to get started?
Let's get it.
Are these your kids' glasses that you get your degree from?
Let me turn this
Them
shit down a
your
little bit.
glasses now.
They are now.
Ladies and gentlemen, no boys or girls allowed. Saints and sinners, winners and losers, Jews and Gentiles, homosexuals, heterosexuals, homo sapiens and homo mabians, L's, G's, B's, T's, Q's, the teachers, the losers, nice, mean, and all in between. Welcome to the JMatt Show. That was it.
That was
There you go. That was deep. Every float like a goddamn. Yeah, you gonna float, Muhammad. Ollie. Like Cassius Clay. You Cassius Clay that shit.
We gonna let them cheer a little bit longer, man. That shit was a little dope.
Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cooking, bro, with the ice ball.
Right. That was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah,
You know what? So, what I want to start by saying is the introduction is just to let everybody know that they actually are welcome to the JMatt Show.
Respect.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Respect.
I know I left a lot of people out, but I didn't want the intro to be the whole show.
The elemental peas.
Right. So, some people see the JMatt Show logo and they think, oh, man, he got the green, the yellow, and the red like Africa. Them colors up there is a little bit off.
Oh, okay.
But this is not a Negro-only show.
Let that be the reason.
We for everybody, y'all. Love and peace and blessings. Welcome to the JMatt Show. I'm your host, JMatt. Got my man, Wayne, again.
I'm here.
He's here again. Glad to see you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Looking fittish, like the shirt says.
Hey, man, shout out to my man, Ben, 216 Muscle. I'm up here with the fittish. Kind of fit, kind of fat. That's how we do it.
Kind of fit, kind of fat,
I like that.
kind of this, kind of that.
Fit-ish.
Yeah.
So that's actually where Reg is. Reg is not here with us today. He's actually with Ben.
He's at the 216 Muscle Boot Camp.
Yeah, so he decided to go there because he got the coughing Tourette's. He said he can't handle or control his coughs. He got a summer cold.
Let that be the reason.
But okay, so this dude, I'm not to tell you biz, but who
Punk
cares,
is
man? You
a
should have been
cough
here.
suppressant.
You should have been here. He went to the emergency room.
And then went to a 216 Muscle Boot Camp.
Who goes to the emergency room for a summer cough?
Reggie, you need some
Had to
milk.
get a cough drop with penicillin in it.
Reggie needs some milk. You need some milk and some cookies. Boy, you need to go the fuck up now, big
Fam,
fella.
he called me before the podcast started like,
You stopped at
like-
CVS first.
bro, I ain't gonna make it, man. Man, I had to go to the ER, man.
I'm gonna call a sheep a sheep and a wolf a wolf.
So
He
what is
needed
Reggie?
an IV because he was probably hungover from the night behind. That's probably what it was. Because you ain't going for no cough and a sneeze.
You
I mean,
could go.
emergency room?
Oh no, man! I told him, man, you
mean,
just got bronchitis.
He gonna have to
man.
run into me right next time I see him. Goddamn, we gonna test your man card right now.
He must be feeling
You got
better,
a cough
man.
and a sneeze?
Because you know he up there with his shirt off.
A
It's
cough
only
and a
72
sneeze,
degrees.
That's a snuff.
Oh,
Reg, we
God.
love you, but you gonna run into me right when I see you.
Hey, if I'm gonna get a car crash button, because that joke was bad.
It was.
He said a snuff.
What's a snuff?
A cough and a sneeze. You ain't hear him?
That's
Who
when you
said
can't
a
tell
thing
the
like
difference between which one it was.
Who said a thing like that? See, my ears don't even hear the fuckery. See, my ears don't even hear the fuckery.
No, that's when you hit the really nigga.
Right.
I wasn't even attuned
You
to
hit
it.
it for me. Thank you.
I wasn't even
Thank you.
attuned to that. I'm glad I didn't hear it.
So, look, man, I want to welcome everybody back to the show. Last week, we had a really good show, man.
We had an awesome show last
I
week.
think I listened to it like 5 or 6 times, but I got a little bit of OCD because I'm like the program director and the motherfucking author and, you know, all that shit in one. But I thought it was pretty entertaining, man.
It was dope.
So based on last show, I actually came up with a topic for this show. Just to tease it a little bit.
What we got?
Last week, Wayne made a comment in his
My topic.
statement. Yeah. He was like, you know, people really care about what other people think. And I was like, in my 17th time listening back to the program, I'm like, he might have something there for next week. So we got something here, and we're going to hit it in just a few. But as we always do, man, we got some quick hitters. Yeah, we got some quick hitters, some current news, current events that we want to get into. Before we do all that, as customary, please, how are you guys doing? I don't want to be rude. How are you, Wayne?
Man, what can I say? I'm great.
You good?
I'm great. Life is good, man. And I'm officially on vacation, but not on vacation.
You look like you're on vacation.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
I try to. I try to look on vacation like I'm on vacation when I'm not on vacation.
Yeah, these are called dad clothes.
Is that what this is?
Yes,
You
yes.
look real off.
Hey, listen. Long as I don't got the dad bod, I'm good.
Yeah. That's
I ain't got the sneakers though.
What sneakers are
the
dad
white
sneakers?
The
Skechers?
The Skechers or
What you
even
wearing, flip-flops?
the fat Nikes. Like
Orthopedics?
you know the fat
Them
Nikes. You know the ones look like a running shoe, but it's really like a walking shoe that the old dads be wearing.
Actually,
Yeah, you
those
look
look
off
like
as fuck,
them
bro.
ugly ass. Those are you talking about them fucking Balenciaga nasty ass
No,
shoes?
not those or whatever.
Those is
are
the
just
orthopedics.
stupid. Those are just dumb. They them joints got socks.
Right, them
Like,
shocks.
The old.
They shoe socks. Now we combine the words. Now they shocks.
Oh God.
They got like them Balenciagas come with like a sock that look like
Shoe
a leg
inside.
warmer.
So it's
Right,
so like
though.
the insole of the shoe is like it carries up like it's a sock.
Hey man, fuck that shoe. We ain't
Right,
even
they look like
we
beach walkers.
We giving that too much
You
pub.
should wear them on like the
Yeah,
beach, like
yeah.
when you swinging.
But how you
inside.
doing, man? You all right,
know,
man?
I'm good.
'Cause
And thanks for finally
You look
introducing
good.
me. These glasses are awesome.
Boss man,
First of all,
this nigga got letters on the underside
but
of
you
the
know,
fucking,
what? My employees gave me
snapback.
this shit for my birthday. It was crazy, but I wear it proudly for them because they bought it for me. But yeah,
Oh,
you know,
man, that's
moving
so
on.
sweet.
I'm doing great. He's blackmailing me right now with this.
This is
picture.
for the people that can't see him.
That's so sweet. That's so
But even
sweet.
but no, I'm doing awesomely well, man.
I'm glad to have you back.
You know what I
Remember,
mean?
you did a show
Oh,
a while back.
mm.
A while back. Did y'all, by the chance, see Lion King?
I did.
How was
did.
it? I didn't see it.
I saw it. I did. I actually went and saw it.
What you
it was
rated?
crazy because
What you rated
what I rated?
off the top? What you rated?
I give it a good 7.
You being real.
I mean,
real
well,
humble.
I'll say this. If we're comparing it to the
We have
original,
to.
Okay, so comparing it to the original Lion King, I think that they did a very good job of matching the story. You know, they do remakes of stuff and then they
Yeah.
change certain stuff,
Yeah.
but they almost got this almost all the way to the T. Like
No, I ain't
they
going for
they
it.
almost got it there.
I ain't going for
You
it.
seen it, B?
I seen it too. I seen it.
I'm the only one that ain't see it.
What did you not like?
This is what I did not like about it. First of all, let's get to the positive parts. I like to say positive first. To get some positivity out there.
That's
What I
always
liked
good.
about it is that new animation way of doing things. That realistic look. I think they did capture
technology.
a lot of it to make it more this day and age. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it. All right. Okay, now let's go to the storyline and let's go to the actual Lion King. They took from me the magic from it. See, I remember watching the first Lion King, even in my adult age. That shit still touches my heart when I see Mufasa hit the bricks. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that shit's sad.
When I see Simba go to look, that shit hits me. You talking about in the new one? It was just like, oh, look at the little cute little cub. Talking about, you don't feel nothing.
You feel like
the
it lost some of the
songs,
emotion?
right,
But
the
that's
songs
interesting though because
was nothing.
I would have thought that it would have been had a more of a feeling because the animation
No.
looked more real.
No,
You know what?
Not for me. Not for me.
I don't want
Not
to
for
say I
me.
disagree with him. I'm wondering if because the movie itself, I don't feel like took away that magic or the emotion of it. I think we old.
Whatever happened to Asana, squash, banana, and then he was like, "I know you're fight."
See, now that's why I
like,
get
they
that's
took all
why
that swag and that magic.
they
out of
did.
that,
They did.
man.
I didn't like what they did with the
They
with
kept
my,
it like
with my
too
monkey dude.
realistic as
Yeah.
animals.
I heard
You know what I mean?
my son and my daughter they took a field trip to go see it with a little summer camp. They said that Scar had a song, but they didn't sing. He didn't sing the whole song.
No, but at the
And
same
Scar
time,
song was kind of
it was
They
dope.
they was missing they were missing some pieces, but they kept the storyline exactly the same though. But they were missing a couple of pieces that it was like what happened?
So
to
what
that?
did you give it?
I gave it a
5.
7.
You gave it 7 out of 10. What'd you give it, B?
$4.25.
Oh shit. That's
All look,
that's
all graphic, all graphic.
so
only.
I guess everybody out there, if you ain't seen it, you're gonna have to go and see it for yourself, cause this nigga gives 4, they give a 3. I mean the 7.
$4.25.
Yeah, 4.25. That's a
I think they did a good job on the remake. It was just missing a couple of pieces.
All production and stuff like that. I'm giving it to the whole
all
crew,
encompassing.
the writer, the singer, stuff. Whoever made them sing, like Beyonce, definitely sounded like Mother Beyonce. I couldn't even really look like a tiger because I'm looking like all I hear is fucking Beyonce. You know, talking about I hear fucking Beyonce.
Oh, so
And
enough.
I don't even motherfucking really look at a fucking
people was
lion
hating
because all I see is fucking Beyonce when she
Beyonce's
talks.
role in the movie.
So enough of Lion King. I'm off that.
All right,
I didn't even
bye.
see the fucking movie. But that reminds me of the story I was gonna tell you about my damn dog. So I was walking my dog earlier, right?
Fuck your dog. Okay, no,
I
sorry.
mean,
I apologize.
I love dogs.
If I was a stranger and I seen my dog, I would say the same shit. So I ain't even mad. And that's what I be expecting people to say when I'm walking them. I just want to walk my dog in peace. Why do white people automatically assume that they dog whispers? Why do they want to pet my dog? If I see my dog, I'd be like, that nigga looks scary, right?
It ain't about your dog though, bro.
Well, fine.
It's
Don't let
about
it.
they testing you.
Hey, fine.
See
Do
what
what
type
you
of
do. What you do.
They want to see what type of
Wait a
man
minute,
you
so
are,
you-
what type of black
You
man you are
mad
with this
because
dog.
your pit bull didn't scare off the white people.
No,
No,
not
this
at all.
ain't it.
So
White people are just that gullibly trying to test. But see, as me as a dog owner, white people did that to me, test me. They see we had a German Shepherd, and you can tell he's dragging, he's ragged, but he wanna. White guy, come on,
you
is
gotta
he
talk into the
friendly?
mic.
Is he friendly? Is he friendly?
Right.
It's like it's a fucking dog. He's gonna be where the fuck he want to be. It's a dog right now.
Well, first
You know what I'm
off,
saying?
It's a
He's
dog
my
right
dog.
now. Later,
Right,
he
but-
turned into a fucking
But listen,
superhero.
but I learned it ain't about.
But he's
the
my
dog.
dog.
It ain't about the dog.
and he
They
doesn't know you.
wondering about you. Are you a good to this dog? Let's see if you got it trained enough.
So you saying that these people are
Ready to tell on
they
you.
investigators?
They ready to tell on you.
No, I think.
What are
I
they
think-
gonna
I
say?
think it's a situation of.
If my dog don't bite you, you want to be like, man, he has a very aggressive
But
dog.
they go test you and they go learn it and then all of a sudden
I
they go see your
think- I
neighborhood
think-
again. They say you got an aggressive dog.
Wait, let me get to my story, man. Y'all niggas, let me get back to my story. So I'm walking my
White
dog,
folks are
right?
Sneaky.
And everybody else pretty much leaves my dog alone, except for the white people, right? Now, my dog is usually cool, even when the white people want to come up to him and pet him. A couple people have, like, pet him the wrong way or too long, kept their hand in the place. He ain't like, all right, I don't really know you. 2-3 seconds is cool. You got to roll up out of here. Nigga.
Right.
So he done snapped at a couple people, never bit nobody.
Right.
So I'm walking him today, and this nigga out of nowhere, man, he did some shit he ain't never did before. I'm walking up the street. One of my neighbors from across the street, he's of a different background and ethnicity. I don't want to be too incorrect here, but
Politically incorrect here.
he was like an Asiatic. He was
He was of the Asian descent.
yeah, somewhere around those islands, right? So he's
Was he
approaching.
Kablasian?
No, definitely had no black in him at all, except none of that. So he walking towards me, and I'm wondering, is he gonna go like in the house? He gonna cross the street? He gonna go in the driveway? He keeps coming. So Major straight sees this nigga coming, and this motherfucker ears perk up, tail curl over, and this nigga just lunges at him, bruh. He's never done this shit before. This motherfucker lunges at him. The Chinaman like, oh, he's scary. Oh, he's scary. I'm like, no, he's nice. I'm like, oh, he like, oh, he big. Oh, he big. I like, oh yeah, he about 95 pounds. It's like, oh, I see how you hold leash. You have to hold him back. He's strong. I'm like, yeah, he really strong. But I'm like, man, I'm walking and we go past. I'm thinking, I'm like, what the fuck about this guy caused my dog to lunge for the first time? I'm like, you know what? And it's pretty fucked up to think it, but I was like, man, he would lunge at the first nigga he see that just might have hibachi dog for dinner.
This guy.
Okay.
This fucking
And
guy.
I know it's wrong, but
This fucking guy.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
do you
why
feel
would
like
he?
it-
Why would he lunge at?
Do you feel like the dude was approaching
The
like
dog has-
to check him out to see
You
if,
know how dog got like 6,
Yeah,
7,
man.
8 senses.
And I believe in that.
man,
I think he tapped into something, man, where he was
As a
like,
dog
what
lover
did
and a dog
I
owner.
just wake up
so
to
you done,
today.
so you just gonna do my ancestors like that?
Right. On goodness, maybe so.
So
This
you just gonna
dude.
carve my niggas up
And
overseas like
I
that?
don't put shit past nothing. I don't put shit past nothing. You know, and
Look
real
at
shit
this
though.
motherfucker, man.
Why did he
I
do
don't
it?
put shit past nothing.
Why did he do it? That's just the
on.
question. I don't know why he did it.
Listen,
Do y'all? Can y'all think of a reason?
I can't.
listen,
Am I that far off base?
listen,
Man, listen.
Go for it. We
Well, that was just what. Well, you know what, man. So I didn't know. Change the subject. So let's just switch gears.
no. I just
So-
wanted to make sure you're not alone on that.
You gotta say pause.
So how would y'all like to go from Cleveland to Chicago in 28 minutes?
Ooh.
What if I could tell you? What if I told you you could go to Chicago from or whatever back in vice versa? 28 minutes, under 30 minutes.
What the hell is we talking?
Would you get you a job in Chicago and commute 30 minutes? Like, I'm just saying, it's a company called
First of all-
It's a company called Hyperloop.
First of all, do I get my personal toilet? Because that's going kind of hella fast, and my bowels ain't set for all that movement.
Hey, man,
Wait a minute.
you'll
hold
be
on.
all
You
right.
say-
I
so-
think
so-
you-
so-
I
so-
think-
so-
I think
so-
you
from
hold
here
you.
to there,
You
that's
went
too fucking fast.
not in the air.
I said from here to there.
Oh,
that's fucking fast, bro. You got to be going like shit ass.
It is fast. I'm not sure how fast.
How long
it
is a
goes.
normal flight?
I don't know.
A normal drive from here to Chicago got to be like what 3.5, 4 hours.
No,
no,
about
6.
about
About
4.5,
6.
5.
Bruh. So this company, everybody out there, y'all go look it up. Again, I'm not about to tell y'all everything. You're going to learn yourself something today. Listen to JMatt Show. It's a company called Hyperloop, I believe. And they build tunnels. So this isn't necessarily a tunnel. I think it's like a, you know how Chicago that got them trains, they
Yeah.
be up in the air. They be
Yeah.
on stilts and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but it's an enclosed capsule, and you got a fucking shuttle going through
Sound
the
like those
capsule.
joints they had
So
in Black Panther.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, they're building it now.
So pretty much we go be like the old ATM deposits where you put the little thing in the tube and you
Yeah, just like that. That's the
Pile.
fucking concept
So
right
we
there.
deposits.
Yep, deposit your ass right over to Chicago in 28 minutes.
No, sir.
Why not?
I think that's
I
dope.
think that opens up a
Okay.
lot of opportunities because I mean, really, like
No.
people talk about how Cleveland not an opportunity. People commute. I know people right now that drive.
Well, you got to understand
an hour to
You
work.
got to understand what. Also, you got to look at it as like what type of transportation is this too? Because it don't take. It's not a long flight from Cleveland to Chicago, so. But ain't nobody about to sit up there and buy no plane tickets every day to sit up there and travel back and forth from Cleveland to
Right.
Chicago. So if they put this thing in place, and especially if it's covering that type of time, you can believe that it's going to be expensive to be able to do it.
You mean to buy a ticket?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
absolutely.
okay.
I don't see that as being like it ain't like you about to
And-
catch
and
the
like,
41.
What happens if it fucks? What happens when it fucks up?
I don't know.
What's the?
I imagine it being like, you know how when roller coasters get stuck at the top, they got to do
you're
all type of
cutting
shit.
4 hours off a commute. How fast you think?
But you're
about to be
talking about
gone?
I
you're
don't know,
talking about
man.
driving or whatever. But think about it. A plane ain't 4 hours.
Listen, in that little tunnel, little shoot, scoop, that shit.
Shoot, scoop.
You know what I mean?
You're talking about 30 minutes.
How fast you got the pressure you be going through? How fast you think?
No, man, we ain't talking about like G forces like we in space. We ain't it ain't that fast.
If
man.
it's
Come on.
28 motherfucking minutes, bro.
I mean, but however they have it, in order for it to be legal and for them to proceed with it, it can't have no major effect on your body, man.
I'm
It just can't.
Huh.
It just can't.
I
But
like-
I just
I-
thought
I
that was
actually-
interesting, man.
I actually like the idea, but as far as the question that you asked about, like, what would we do with that? Like, would you commute to work and everything like that? What it really would come down to is the expense. But if, like, you got to look at this. If people could go to Chicago in 30 minutes without having to fly or drive, man, you know they putting a ticket on that boy.
Hey, I don't
Because
know, man.
look how many places you gotta build that through them stilts. You gotta make that from really Cleveland, Chicago, and then with a
Hey,
higher
Pablo had the
speed.
tunnel coming up here to Braille to smuggle.
Hey, well, he still got one building. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, he got good
I'm sure of
engineers.
it.
So it
right. He over.
maybe the Mexicans building this.
But look how much land and stuff you got to cover, and how much resources you have to. Man, it's gonna be. Oh man, it's a lot of buyout you got to do. Oh man.
But you know, your sister loves Chicago. She'll be on that bitch
You feel
every
me?
week, nigga.
Every week. Every week.
Going to
Right.
Chicago.
That's her spot.
Right, but you right about the expense. It's gonna be stupid
Yeah,
expensive.
it gotta be because that ain't. Yeah, you ain't about to just sit up there and just jump on there and be like, "Hey, $1.25 and we out. Give me a
$50
transfer."
right there. No,
Hey,
you gotta
y'all,
buy like a pass for probably about like $1,000 a week.
y'all hear about or did y'all see on y'all timeline the dude who climbed 19 stories up in a burning building to save his mom?
No, how the hell
He climbed it.
Yeah, this nigga
On
climbed
the outside of the
on
building?
outside of the building. I'm about to show
shitting
you.
me, bro.
No, he climbed up. He scaled the building 19 stories in
Was he
the air.
successful?
Yes. So the crazy part about it was I saw it initially, and he was climbing down. And then I seen another story like 2 days later. This nigga was climbing up. I'm like, which way is this nigga going? I'm
Wait a
confused.
minute, hold on. But
Exactly.
how did he get her back? Get her down?
That's my
Exactly.
I was about to
So
ask that.
so basically, what happened is he climbed up to save his mom from the burning building. But when this nigga got all the way up there, she was already safe and accounted for. So this nigga had to climb
Man,
his
stop.
ass the fuck
Stop.
back down.
Stop.
Man.
Stop, man.
Talk about having
Stop.
a panic attack.
Stop. Oh man, what a fucking plot twist.
Man.
So, because I was really confused. I'm like, man, I just seen this nigga climbing up. Why is this clip showing this nigga climbing down? What is happening? I'm about to show you this. But what would you, I thought it was pretty honorable because I seen an interview, him talking about it, and he was like, man, I'd rather fall to my death than let my mama die in the fire. I was like, man, that's a good dude right there, man. What would y'all done?
I
I'm gonna put you on the
to see
spot
what
right
this
now.
building looked like and how
I'm
he
gonna
was
take a
able
look
to climb
around
it.
first.
I'm gonna take a look
Shit.
around.
Before I do
Oh,
anything,
shit.
I'm gonna take a look around.
I'm,
Call
a-
her
and
name.
I'm afraid of heights.
So
So
You gotta
yeah,
assess the
it's-
situation.
Right.
The
I
risk
apologize,
What
mama,
are you
but we got to
doing,
figure
big
out
fella?
another way to get you
You know
down.
what I'm saying? Right. What are you doing? What are you,
Mama.
right. Woo-woo. I don't know y'all, whatever call y'all do with each other. I don't know shit.
All right, look at this. Take a
Look
look.
around first. Shit.
Take a look. I don't know what I
Hey,
would
this
have
is
done.
like a
man.
real life skyscraper
Me,
that
I
he
don't
out here
know. Like I said,
scaling.
the first thing
up.
I do, I'm gonna assess the situation.
Well, I mean, you
I'm
know,
gonna
the
look for you.
situation is you high as fuck. I mean, you got to go climb the outside of a building
Oh, I wouldn't have made it.
But why would you think that she was still there?
because, nigga, the last time he seen her, she was in the building. Hey, man, I don't know. His
I don't
adrenaline
know.
kicked in, and that
It
nigga
had to because I'm
climbed
looking
up
at
Right.
this
and
like
climbed
Well,
the fuck
somebody he
back
really
down.
panicked and was like, "I'm going for it." I mean, respect. Go for get
He
your
That's
money.
what I
made it,
said.
though.
That's what I said. Safe and sound.
bro.
Up-
Get your money,
Up
man.
and down, man. Up and down. Let me show B. Hold on.
Hey, man.
Take a look at that.
Right. Get your money. I mean,
I get it.
Take a
I
look
get
at
it.
that.
I would have failed though.
I don't know if I would have survived
take off my
because I
gloves.
got arthritis in my hands. My shit
And that was
really-
a lot of stories he had to go up though. That's the thing.
shut the
19.
fuck up.
19 flights of steps is
No.
crazy.
No. No. No.
He got to be like a CrossFit instructor or something.
No. That's adrenaline all day.
Yeah, you know how they say when your adrenaline
Right.
pumping, you could lift a
You
car off
can,
your
right,
ass.
you can do anything, but boy, ain't no
He
way
might as well
on
just jump the
shit,
goddamn
bruh.
building with that
no,
energy.
but I will stop because the rest of the shit ain't even on fire. just
Hey,
like stop and
no,
wait for them to come get you.
But what it is
How
though,
are you good? Oh, I'm
but
gonna
what
stop
it
on the
is though,
10th floor.
the apartments, the balconies are fenced in, so he would had to have some wire cutters or something to cut his way.
Even trying to get his chill
Yeah,
on.
that's like low income housing.
Oh, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's super crazy. Nuts.
Hold on, I got one more for y'all. So for the listeners out there, y'all gotta check that out. Go
Depending
Google
on who your
that.
mama
I'm
was
pretty
to you.
sure you can find that on
Man,
YouTube.
Google
But
the
here's-
building. The building.
But this one though, I
Scale
thought this shit was Photoshop when I seen it, and this kind of go back to what I was saying about walking my dog with the white folks and how they just feel like all animals is like a part of their ancestry or
They're
their
so
history.
self-inflicted.
Hey, you know what? I wanted to say that about that, man. I don't think it's like he said something about they trying you. Like no, they're animal lovers.
Yeah, they
No,
really
I'm an animal
are
lover.
No, like
I'm
they
not. I don't like
See,
them.
I love animals. I talked about it
Shout out
earlier
to
before we got on.
ACPCA.
I told you about how,
Plus.
I said, how I'm nature man Randy Savage. I freaking I love everything.
Oh, I saw this.
But the whole thing.
Hey,
is
that buck. Hey,
they
he gave that
trying
little
you.
girl the business, man.
I see white people walk past each other. White people dogs don't even touch theirs.
Wait, man, hold on.
So
But
wait.
you got to tell them about this.
So
Won't even
we're
touch
looking
their
at
fucking
another
dog.
video right now that you guys should probably look up, Google, YouTube it.
What's
Is
that?
it
I thought it was Photoshop. So this is a little girl in Yellowstone National Park getting crammed by a fucking bison. You know how Tony Baker be like, cram. He crammed this little girl.
Right.
But I hope
Hey,
she's
but
okay,
he
man.
threw her
Hey,
though.
shout out to Tony Baker though. Shout out. Right, that's comedy. That's
Well,
really
this,
good
I
shit.
mean, I don't
like
want to
that,
make
bro.
light of this situation. This is really fucked up. Like, the little girl went like 10 feet in the air, man, and came down. Hopefully she's safe and sound.
Wait a
but
minute, when I saw that video, the caption on it was asking, it was like, were those her parents that ran away?
Right. Who the
Because
hell
that's the
would
thing, like,
leave-
who are the adults that just ran and left
Wait
this
a
little girl to
minute.
get tossed by this
Wait a
wildebeest?
minute
No,
before
them
we
wasn't her
even get
parents.
there.
They couldn't have been,
They
man.
couldn't have been,
But where
man.
were they?
because they took off.
Listen.
They was out the frame by the time she got
Man,
hit.
but did you see he scooped her and tossed her? Like, how? Man,
Listen.
come on, man.
Let's rewind. Let's back up. Let's
What-
back
what-
up.
what's up,
Let's
D?
back up. Let's go back down the road a little bit.
Go ahead.
Talk about
Go ahead.
what the fuck is y'all doing out there around Wild Buffalo? And y'all just kicking
Like,
it
where's
around
the
swinging it.
safety precautions?
What
with
is this? Y'all three adolescents? Where the hell y'all was? Why this little girl just in the woods with Wild Buffalo? Who the fuck is
But
recording
y'all,
this?
wait a second. Y'all do understand.
First of all,
do you know what Yellowstone National Park is?
who the fuck recording this?
No. Do you understand what
mean,
Yellowstone National
you got
Park
the
is like?
freedom to walk
It's not
through
a
them.
park, bro. It's the wilderness.
Yellowstone.
So you
I
could
like-
just walk around out there
Yes.
like it's
if
nothing.
you're brave enough to fucking face the
And you
wild,
got your damn kid out here with a
Like
with
that,
a
though. That's what I'm saying. Like back
with a
up real
wildebeest.
fast. Why you even got this little what? Who and why and what?
Like, what is that? Is that a wildebeest, a buffalo? What
That's
is
a
that?
buffalo.
It's a
whole ass
bison, nigga.
Buffalo.
Bison. Okay.
y'all ever had a bison burger?
I have.
No, that is a bison. Got a big ass hair on the back of it.
You had a
Yeah,
bison
yeah.
burger before?
Yeah, I have.
Never. No.
It's
pretty
good.
I don't eat red meat no more, but when I had one, that shit was
It's
bad. That shit was
delicious.
good as
Red
fuck.
meat's delicious.
Yeah. If you look at his neck, he got a nice little. That shit probably tender than the motherfucker. Look at this shit.
But
Man, fuck
fuck
his
all- wait,
neck,
fuck
man.
all
Do you
that.
see what he just did to this
Like,
little
like,
girl?
No red meat. No. Moving on. But the little girl, first of all, should not have just been just sitting there. Who wasn't holding her hand? The two adults in there talking. Whoever the fuck with her, you see they leading them,
Hey, them two adults was out.
and they
It was
got
every
this
man for
skippity
himself.
go-go.
So you know they thought everything was safe.
But
They
first
thought
of
everything
all-
nothing would happen. Oh, if we could get this close
What
to
was
the
y'all
bison,
doing to be recording? Like, why was you recording?
they're recording because they felt it was safe. Everybody there in the frame had their guard
Yeah,
down.
it's
They
not
didn't
like
think
it was
they didn't
staged,
think
like
nothing
they
was gonna
recording,
happen,
waiting
bro.
for them to get down.
They don't
I
think
know
like
it
you,
ain't
B.
staged.
B, they
I know
don't
it
think
ain't
like you.
staged, but it's like, where was that person in safety?
B.
Obviously,
They don't.
like super safe somewhere.
They're not worried about safety if you're in Yellowstone National
It,
Park.
it's one of them things like if you go to the zoo, like if you really think about it, man, like these animals like be in positions where they could get your ass if they want to.
Yeah, like
You know, and it's like, and some of them are in positions where they want, and I think people just get too comfortable. They get too comfortable with these situations, and they just keep pushing the envelope, and this shit like this happen.
All right, so do you feel bad that happened to the little girl?
Absolutely, because that's a kid.
What? The bison don't know nothing about that?
Yeah, the bison don't, but whoever the kid's parents do.
They took that risk though, knowingly.
You don't feel
So you don't
bad?
feel bad for the kid.
Not 1 second.
Oh damn!
Oh man, that just threw me off.
Not
I didn't know
1
you was
second.
that cold.
No, it ain't being cold. You took that risk.
No, the little girl or the,
The little
parents?
girl didn't know.
Everybody
the little girl
did.
didn't take the
Everybody
risk.
knows it's a national park with wild motherfucking animals. It'll be at any time they
The
natural
little girl
habitat,
don't
they
know no
natural
better,
shit,
man.
bruh. It's like, no. Well, if y'all didn't think she knew so fucking better, then her little ass should have been somewhere in the comfort of that video cameraman. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'd be
She should have been
goddamn.
sitting. Whoever was recording that shit should have been. She should have been right next to they ass, not just walking.
But I guess what I'm
I don't feel bad.
alluding to is the bigger picture of why you feel so. No black person would feel safe in that park, let alone that close to a
Wait a
bison.
minute, so
So that's all I'm doing.
What were
Like,
they?
they acting like it was a whole ass squirrel.
Yellowstone National Park.
No,
man.
what were they? The people, because I could.
Oh
It was
man, I'm not going down that road with you.
They act like it was a fucking squirrel. They was
He
looking
said,
at.
"What were they?"
They like, look at the squirrel.
They were human beings.
No,
bro.
no, because because we say white, because I seen a couple people that was like that at a glance said them look like black people.
Hell no. No,
That-
no, no,
That's
no,
what
no.
I'm saying. What are they?
No, you heard me say you didn't see no black people because I'm just alluding to the
No.
point, like with my story with the dog, and we'll get off this shit because it really ain't
Right,
that
you
important.
really
With
attached to this dog thing.
No, I'm just saying. White, there. Some people just have that type of fucking.
It's not some people, it's white people. Say it like it is.
All right, you know, fuck it. Did y'all see? Just in other white people news, and I just thought this was interesting too. Did y'all hear about the little uproar about Tom Brady?
No.
No, what you talking about?
So it's man, this shit look crazy, man. So I'm not even on Twitter and I heard about the shit, but Tom Brady he like taking the thrashing right now, social media, because I guess he's on vacation and he had his daughter and his family with him, and they was somewhere, I don't know where, but they was on top of like a waterfall, him and his daughter, and they jumped off the fucking cliff, but he jumped off with his daughter, like holding her hand. But this nigga goes to leap off the cliff, and she hesitated. Like, she was scared. Like, she ain't really want to do it. But luckily, she cleared the rocks and landed in the water.
Oh, so she kind of like
Right. She had second thoughts when she got close to that motherfucking cliff.
almost died.
And he almost dragged her off as opposed to her jumping. So if she didn't jump, she would have got pulled and been behind him where the fucking
And
rocks is.
landed real
Ragtag.
messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this nigga is taking a beating on social media. But I don't
I
even
don't
think
see
he
why.
on social media. Is he?
But yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
on
is.
social.
He is? Okay.
But I don't see why would he take a beating on that? I mean,
Bro,
shit, we
you almost
tryna have
killed your
some-
daughter.
I ain't almost kill her. I ain't tried.
I mean,
I mean, it wasn't a plan of mine. She
it was-
hesitated.
It was a mistake.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
because she's 7.
But so but then as she, I mean, I'm not sure what actually happened, but good thing that good thing he didn't drag her off. You know what I mean? Maybe did he release her and then she made her own conscious decision to jump afterwards or something?
No, it
No,
seemed
they
like
was holding
that
hands.
she might
They
have had
holding
to
hands.
jump at the last second.
So maybe he did give it a little extra. Oh,
No, she was behind him. He
Still
jumped
like that.
first.
and he still holding to her.
Right.
He kind of pulled her off.
Yeah.
He's saying,
Well, okay.
and she just happened to have to jump at the last second.
Well,
Whatever
that's,
she had.
well, that's good timing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's good.
Good,
timing, 'cause look,
good reflexes.
Wait,
little
but
girl.
like I'm sure he had pulled it. I'm sure he felt it and probably pulled her alone. To
He
clear
probably
it
did.
out.
He probably did.
He had to clear it.
But
I mean,
think
your
the- I
instinct
think the
kicks in.
thrashing that he's taking is due to the fact that people are probably looking at it like he endangered his child.
Why? When
But
LeBron
you know
jumped
what?
off the cliff with his kids.
Well, you gotta understand or whatever. We live in a day and age where people will find anything to try to attack
right. LeBron
somebody
jumped off
about
the
it,
cliff with his
especially
kid.
trying to attack a celebrity. That's just the world we live in. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. Tom Brady need to pretty much just be like, hey man, listen, it is what it is. We survived. It's a lesson learned, and fuck whoever got something to say. Because
Let that be the
majority of the
reason.
people that always got something to say got more shit going on than anybody. So it is what it is. Shout out to Tom Brady.
Right. They the most irrelevant motherfuckers out.
Damn, that was a hell of a shout out. Fuck.
Hey, to me, it's fuck Tom Brady.
All right, man. We ain't no sports commentary.
Right. I'm about to just want
I'm-
to get into
the
that.
only
Is
sports
that
we can
fuck
really
Tom
talk about
Brady.
It's
is
the
fucking
Browns.
Browns. Thank you, Wayne.
The Browns.
And it ain't time yet. It ain't time yet. We will get
going-
there.
we
We gonna
going
have
one
a
and
whole.
s- we
We gonna
going
have a
1
hell
and
of a
15 this year,
fucking.
fellas.
Hey man,
fucking
you can
season,
go ahead
nigga.
and get your rib cage T-shirt and get up out of here. Saying
We going
that.
1 and 15, guys.
All right, so last thing I wanted to hit on before we get into the topic, Wayne, this is for you.
Okay. Hey man, that shit is still creepy, man.
One more time for the one time.
God damn it.
So it's a story out there now, man. I swear, man. I watch world news more than I do local news, but I laid off the world news a lot because a lot of this shit is just bullshit, honestly. So I did run across a
99%
story
of it.
though, because I do read articles still. I know that's a dying type of thing, but motherfucking Iran.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
motherfuckers, like y'all, have y'all heard like it's been some
One of my
standoffs in like the
customers.
ocean and shit between some U.S. warships and oil
Right.
tankers
On
and all
smoke.
this shit.
One of my
We ain't talking
customers
about
came to
the soldiers on the
restaurant,
hoverboards.
and he's getting ready to go back to Iran, and it was like him and 8 people fighting. He was nervous about going back. He's leaving in 3 days, And he was like, I'm never going back because they at war. That's the first time I heard about it. And I'm like, is that right?
So what's happening?
So over
They
in
getting large
Iran,
over there.
I don't know about no war over there. I don't know if they have no. That sounds like some civil war shit.
Yeah, that's
But
what
I'm
they talking
talking about
them shits.
United States and Iran, like really like on some face-off shit. So these niggas over in Iran done flexed, and they done arrested 17 Americans, and they alleging that they CIA spies. They didn't
This about to
sentence.
get-
They
this
didn't
about to get
sentence.
ugly.
They sentenced some of them to death.
They said they sentenced some Americans to death.
Yes,
It's gonna get ugly out
claiming that they are CIA spies, and they said that some of these Americans that they got locked up right now was in some of the most confidential sectors of their government, like their nuclear department, Department of Defense, intelligence, all these type of like
Hell, I ain't gonna
high
call 'em-
intelligence agencies, and they're claiming that these Americans are CIA spies. And then Trump came out and he like, it's all lies.
Hell, I ain't gonna call them no liars. They
You-
probably
you
right
believe
as fuck. I think they right as fuck.
They might be.
I mean, what, tell me the last time white person told you the truth.
Holy shit, man.
I'm gonna let that out.
I
I'm gonna
never
let that
really-
right there.
I never
I'm gonna let
really-
that right there.
I didn't really vet the last person.
I mean, think about history.
on what they were saying. I
ain't
didn't
like
really
we
give
got
a
like
fuck.
an abundance of white shitteries going on. You know what I mean? But like, think about it though. You can't trust them. I'm sure everything they saying is what's fucking going on.
Did y'all see that
I'm
movie?
positive.
What was it? Was it Not Fargo. Argo? Some shit about
I think it's-
back in the.
I think it's
You know what I'm
Argo.
talking about? When they had back in the day, it was Ben Affleck was in the
Uh-huh.
movie, and they had to
Uh-huh.
rescue some Americans that was locked up.
Yeah,
That movie was intense.
yeah. He was film director. He was pretending to be a film director.
Right. That movie
It's
was
like a
really
movie
good.
and shit like that,
All I'm
yeah.
saying is, I know some of the people that listen to JMatt podcast, they're not really expecting news to be like, oh, Iran and U.S. Relations. I don't give a fuck. Y'all niggas need to learn yourself something.
Right.
Shit be going on, and y'all need to know about it. Everything ain't local. You know what I'm saying? Some of this shit actually does affect you, because if you got motherfuckers in the military, they might be sending their ass over there to fucking die for some fucking lies. That's all I'm saying. It ain't like it ain't never happened before. It's definitely happened in the past. It's been documented. But we need to pay attention, because motherfuckers, we literally got our lives is in the hands of literally one person. Be like, all right,
No,
send
our
10
lives are
10,000.
in
I'm
their
talking about military.
Yeah.
He just be like, listen, man, send 20,000 troops over there anytime he want. That's just some wild shit. And a lot of that shit, man, a lot of people die over lies, man.
Too much
In
power.
mass. Like in mass.
Too much power, man. Just
That's
too
a
much
lot of
power.
fucking power, man. This nigga tried to get ASAP Rocky out, but that shit didn't work.
But it's like you fucking.
They don't give a
Donald-
fuck about
first of all,
no
you
niggas,
fucking
bro.
Donald Trump.
They don't give a fuck about ASAP Rocky.
Hey, you see the meme that they had where they were
let
showing a
that
little
shit
boy
go.
that was
No, I ain't see
dancing,
that.
talking about ASAP Rocky being forced to perform at
Oh,
a Trump
shit.
rally. They
Oh,
showed a little boy
shit.
man dancing.
That'll be his
Man,
debt.
I
That's what he
died,
would.
man. Somebody-
I'll get
somebody
you
said,
out under one condition.
You go perform at one of my rallies.
Right.
Dance, nigga.
Coonburger.
All right, y'all. That's enough of that. Let's get to the topic. All right. So, the way I like to do topics is I like to frame some questions, because it kind of helps guide the conversation a little bit. It might, give you some thoughts that you might not have been considering when you first heard the topic. So I kind of like to outline a couple things. But again, just to refresh everybody listening, today's topic is, whose approval are you seeking? A lot of us care about what other people think. A lot of people do things to get praise or likes. A lot of people doing shit just to make themselves feel better when other people say nice things. You want to take a nice pic because today you're not really feeling good, but you're going to pose like you are just to get some good feedback. I seen a chick post, bad hair day. Picture looked flawless. She had a scarf on and everything. Talking about bad hair day. No, you thought you looked cute.
Yeah.
And you wanted some positive reinforcement in your life.
You wanted somebody to come on and be like, "No, girl, you look good."
Every comment up under that photo was like, "You're beautiful."
And then guess what
Hey,
she gonna say?
sis.
But then what she gonna say? These niggas be thirsty.
Right. So it's like, Another area. Actually, let's just run down some of the questions or some of the things that I thought about, and then I'll just toss it to y'all so y'all can really get into it because this shit is deep. I first thought about who do you introduce the special person in your life to first? Because that tells a lot about who you really appreciate or whose approval means the most to you. So it's like, who are you going, if you meet that's someone that you really thinking about taking it to the next level or developing something special with, who's the first person that you introduce them to? That way, don't answer yet. I'm gonna run down. I just want to run it down. Put a fucking bookmark on whatever one you want to come back to. You dig? You dig? How long before you share this person with your friends and family? Like, how long before you introduce them to the group outside of that special person who's like has that high place in your life? How long before you post a picture on social media with your boo? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to post a pic and they do the mystery shit. They put the heart over the nigga face. The fucking hard eyes emoji. We know who that nigga is.
Just seeing y'all.
Just seeing y'all niggas at the bar. How important is the feedback that these people give to you after you introduce them? After they meet this person and they give you their honest opinion about the person they just met, how do you internalize that feedback? Does it really factor into how you move forward in this relationship? Because you hit on that too, Wayne, last week. That was important. You was like, some people put too much stock and too much weight into the opinions of maybe a mother or a father or a best friend. Mm-hmm. So that's important. What else I got here? I'm telling you, I was hitting it, boy. Hold on. What else we got here?
Now, you know, you can't. We got to remember this now. You don't give us too much at one time.
I mean, you know.
Hey, listen, I'm over here taking notes.
You know, I mean,
listen, because I knew what it was. I'm literally.
You used to run down. You used to run down.
Yeah, I'm looking like I'm gonna have to remember this shit.
What makes you feel better when it comes to people's feedback or opinions about the person that's in your life? What makes you feel better? The comments that you get, or comments and feedback that you get from strangers, people that don't even really know you, maybe they're just social media followers and friends, or that of family and friends that know you. Like the honest opinions that you get from family and friends, or the frivolous, just blow your head up shit that you get from the social media shit. That's I'm gonna leave it right there. I had a few more, but I'm gonna leave it right there. I think it's on so many levels. Who you seek approval from plays a major role in how successful you are in a relationship, let alone how successful the relationship is as one.
Well, let me address the first question you asked. You said who first. Now, in my personal opinion, y'all let me know if y'all agree. I feel like first, your boys. And even with females, I think that their first introduction is to the girls, because it's like, I feel like that's a test that both sides have to pass first. It's like, if you don't get past the friends, you don't make it to the parents or the family. At least you should.
That's interesting. You introduced to the niggas first.
I can see the order of operation with that.
Yeah, okay, that's different. That's different.
The niggas meet them first, or whatever. And I think it depends on the situation too. But yeah, definitely, I personally say the niggas, because the first thing you got to do, when you introduce her or whatever, you got to make sure ain't nobody smashed already. Somebody in your club.
That is true.
There's certain things that you got to make sure of before they even make it to the family.
Have any of you niggas also partaken in what I'm enjoying right now?
What do you know about her before I move forward?
Right. I mean, if
That's
you
important.
feel that way though.
You mean if it's somebody
if
that you want to.
shit matters to you, if that past matters to you, then do what you got to do.
That is actually a key, because a lot of times when you introducing the chick to the niggas, to the fellas, it's usually randoms that's coming around the fellas. So is you like, all right, is you prepping your niggas for first, like, all right, y'all, I'm about to bring her. This is the one, y'all. Y'all gotta let me know. Is you like letting them know ahead of time? Because otherwise they just gonna think this is just another random.
I mean, yeah, you gotta let them know ahead of time, and also you gotta let them know ahead of time, because you bring a random around depending on what your situation is with that random, you know, it was a point in time in our lives in the younger years
Oh God.
where it was like you bring a random around, it was free game.
Free
You
game.
have to give that disclaimer in advance. You can't be tough like,
Right.
oh, it is what it is,
Nah,
and then you
gotta let
look
them
up
know
or
this
whatever,
baby
and then
right here.
Yeah, she done
she done left with
Straight up,
somebody else
straight
that's
up.
in the
Yeah,
house.
chose
Hey,
a
you
couple.
can't bring a rabbit around no wolves.
Yeah.
Goddamn it.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? You can't bring a rabbit around no wolves.
Absolutely.
But so like the whole thing to me is like, you know, I don't really. Me at 36, and I know the type of sex life I've been through my life, and I might have dated a chick, and she'll bring me around some of her people or something like that, and yeah, I may or may not have, or what have you. You know what I'm saying?
I may or may not have.
You know what I'm talking about? Let that be the reason. I'm just saying. I'm gonna run it till you're right.
About to incriminate the whole
Right, but on smoke
black
though.
men community.
No, on smoke
Black men
though.
don't
Black men don't cheat.
No, on smoke though. On smoke though. I'm talking about that was like growing up, you know, because like everybody in this Cleveland Heights shit, like we Cleveland Heights guys. First of all, you know, we got away with words, we got away with ourselves. You know, bitches ain't nothing for us. You know, so like, and a lot of times you've been hitting Mick and Fickens for a minute, but see, like, I ain't gonna judge you back when you was like that person. You don't judge me when I was a kid and hitting all these type of different hoes. Like now, I might still be smashing some bitches right now, but it ain't like the abundance of the hoes I
This
had.
man
back
has
then.
a way with words.
You know what
as
I'm
we can
saying?
see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So look, so it's like
Fucking
with me,
Othello
see,
over here.
like,
Right,
see, I'm a single man, so it's like, but see, I'm not gonna judge this woman off of whoever she didn't smash. The homies you didn't smash right now. My only question to you right now: are you still smashing? You know what I'm saying? Now that's a yay or a nay, homie. That's it. But
hey, you know
if
what?
you
does
hit it
that-
before, it ain't even matter.
Does
No,
it
no, no,
matter
wait, no,
though
wait.
in like the grand scheme of things? Because I know for a fact that
I wouldn't care
there has
if you
been
was a prostitute and you fucked every man that you ever knew. You remember that?
Yeah.
You see that? You know what I mean?
I don't agree.
Why
with
does
those
it matter
lyrics.
now, though?
I don't
Is she
agree
the
with those
side?
lyrics. Those lyrics are terrible.
Yeah, those lyrics are stupid.
I do care if you
I'ma
was a
tell you like
prostitute.
this, man. Like I'm a secure dude when it comes to a woman's past and all that kind of stuff like that. That don't necessarily
But
bother
if you
me.
decide to love her now, what is if she's
wait,
not
wait
that
a
no
minute,
more?
wait a minute. Hold on. If I'm in them stages where you know I'm introducing her, like it ain't about no. We to that point where it's like I can choose to move forward and love you, or I'm about to kick your ass to the curb. Like depending on what information comes back, because I got a thing like, man, I find out that you didn't. If you didn't had the GPs ran on you or whatever, man, I can't do
Right,
it.
so
man.
you checking your rep first when you're dealing with.
Oh
her.
my God, man.
So your rep matters before your love.
To a certain extent. To a certain
Let
extent.
that be the reason.
Man,
Keep
like,
it
all
in,
right,
but keep it
all right.
real
Like,
there.
come
Run
on,
it to
man. I'm
me
about to.
right,
Let me
baby.
let me pull the
Run it to
gloves.
me right.
Let me pull the gloves off one time. Okay, so we know the reputation of some women out here.
Yeah.
We know that they done dealt with a few different men at the same damn time or whatever. When I say at the same time, we talking about the train, ladies and gentlemen. That is what I'm putting out there. And what I'm saying is that,
How did we get here?
oh my God,
He's
man,
taking it.
like because we
He's
talking
taking it.
we talking about the reason for why we.
Right.
I
With
got
the homies.
I
with the
need the
homies.
approval. You
With
bringing
the
them to the.
Oh
yeah, that's
you,
right,
you
that's
feel where I'm
right.
coming from?
I got you.
So
We gotta get the JMatt show back on the JMatt show.
Hey, listen, we need a commercial. We need a commercial. So what I'm going here, I'm going in the direction of saying, like, yes, depending on the female's
So you
reputation.
telling me you
for
would not
myself.
fuck with a stripper? You couldn't love a stripper?
Could I love a stripper?
Yeah.
It depends on if all she did is strip.
How you know that though?
I don't.
It's all
That's
you
the
did.
thing.
All you did was love her.
Listen, let
In
me
your
let
life?
me
I'm just
tell you
saying,
something.
You've been fucking for a long time too. What about your
I've been
judgment?
for a long. Hey man, listen, man. I'm not single like you,
I'm
so
just-
watch your mouth.
Look, B just come in. This bitch just
I said
firing,
pass.
nigga.
I said pass.
Look,
Pass.
look, look.
We
He's
talking about
talking
all
he's talking
pass
about
right
the
here though.
No, but check that. So let me ask you this question real quick. You right, we don't know. But tell me that you ain't seen no situations where you know that you and your boys then pop fly on something, and then like look,
yeah.
and then but all these years later, you see that same female, and now she done became somebody's wife.
Oh
Tell
God.
me you ain't
happens
looked
all
and
the
be
time.
like, oh my
Listen,
God.
But you look, you know, and I do.
I'm afraid that
But
it's
on goodness though. But you know, and on goodness, sometimes I do, and I be like, you know what? I knew somebody was gonna tag her ass. because I knew how she used to go. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm like, good for her though.
But do
that
you find
she
yourself?
may
But do
not.
you, wait a minute, hold on. Do y'all find yourselves like feeling sorry for the dude? Like, damn,
Nah,
if he
bro.
only knew.
But only if I knew she was still that chick now, I feel sorry for you.
I could dig that. I could dig. But
That's
still,
it though.
but I'm gonna tell
She
you
can,
like
people
this,
can
man.
change, bro.
I had the fear of being like, I do not want to be that dude where like don't get me wrong, like hey, if you didn't have sex with my woman
Right,
before, I don't care about that.
somebody done did it
But
already.
I have the fear of that group of niggas that's sitting around looking
like
like
you remember '97.
I have
remember
that
2010
fear of being
we
that
ran
dude
this-
that has that girl.
Right.
You feel me? Like
That's
like
a- that's a
I need
scary
somebody
thought.
that's honorable.
Right.
That's a scary
I'm
thought.
gonna send her a shot.
It's,
Like,
a,
hold
scary,
up.
it's a scary thought.
Hey, look, I'm gonna send her a shot of tequila. Watch a little here.
All right, so
Like, what
so
the fuck
look.
is that about?
So
You know
look.
what I'm talking about?
So what
That's
about
crazy.
what about?
Mhm.
I want to go back to asking you, Wayne, because you said who the first people that you seek there, or the first people that you introduce them to. Is that also the group of people that opinions matter most? Whose opinion matters most to you when you build in a relationship with somebody?
You know what? For me, it's not about whose opinions matter. It's about the feedback that it is that I get as far as how people view the situation overall. Ultimately, the only opinion that's going to matter is mine. You know, because at the end of the day, man, people can put the things that it is that they don't like in your mind and start to make you feel like that, okay, well, maybe I got a problem with these things because they got a problem. Like, no, you got to look at that person for what you need in your life.
Now, you know, Wayne, I didn't raise you like this, boy.
Exactly. You know, and that's how it be. That's how it be. You have a parent or you might have a friend be like, oh, man, you know what,
you
yeah,
bring
man, I don't
no
think y'all
booger
gonna-"
wolves around here,
Right,
boy.
man. Like, hey, man, you might have somebody that all your boys might be like, man, who is this funny looking broad you done brought around? But she might do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
could
you
be the
mess
reason.
around and be then missed out on your blessing as far as that being your
Right,
wife
right, to
because
each
you
his
worried
own.
about what somebody else think. You can't do that.
To each his own, man.
So like it's really just like getting the thoughts because and you gotta understand who you can introduce that person to. You ain't just going to introducing them to some people that don't matter, but also more importantly, some people that don't know you.
Right.
So you really bringing them to people that you trust to know who you are to say, hey, what do you think about this person? And if they the right people that you introducing that person to, they gonna be fair about it.
Yeah, you know what? And don't, for anybody out there that's wondering, hey, man, should I bring so and so? Should I introduce Johnny to my dad? Should I introduce Candace to my mom? Listen. If you done introduced Sarah and Tamika
Right.
and Lauren
Right.
and Jasmine to your mom in the past 3 months,
Yeah, you might
Don't
you need to hold
introduce
off.
They
You need to hold
care.
off.
you need to wait.
They judging the fuck out you right now.
You need to hold off a whole calendar
Your
year.
parents judging the fuck out you right now. Like,
Wait for
we
2
raised y'all a
holidays
whole
to
ass
pass and then introduce on the third one.
You
I don't know.
Get to the point where they looking like we know you seeing somebody when you gonna bring her around.
Right.
Yeah, like you
That's
get
key
it
right
to
there.
that point right there.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. You
Because
want to
that means you done gave it enough time for them to know that like, hey, he or she might be serious this
Right.
time.
talk
It-
about the
it ain't
person. They
really
ain't got to
about-
meet them first. Let them be like, oh, when they meet you, let them be like, oh, I done heard
Right,
so
you don't
much
wanna-
about you.
Right. You don't want to show your parents your whole type of your invulnerable vulnerabilities because like you bringing these different people like that means like either they're dumping you dumping them, you're doing all these multiple things. That's your personal little life about you not identifying what your relationship is for you. Like either they gonna judge you a bad way, a good way, or they're gonna feel sad for you. So it's like don't even introduce
That's
your
true.
parents. No one to your parents unless you like really have something solid with them. Like keep that shit to yourself, man, because like so confuse you. If they judge them first before you get a chance to know yourself, you ain't gonna understand what you have with somebody else. So like understand who you are first, and then you get to fall in love with somebody else. So at least you have your own security. Then you can introduce somebody to somebody else, so they have parents to know you too. So moving on, pretty much is first of all get to know yourself and love yourself, introduce yourself to yourself, and then the rest of that should be online.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, you ever had a situation that you could recall in your life where it was like, all right, man, I'm thinking about making this one my girl. I'm thinking about taking another step with her, but you changed your mind because of some feedback that you got, or you ignored feedback and still did what you wanted? Can you think of any time that you did that?
Hell yeah. And that's what I'm talking from experience. From experience, leave motherfuckers out the relationship. Don't introduce nobody to nothing. Nothing. Leave that shit alone.
Hey, man, I don't mean no disrespect when I say this, but I'm going to say it. You know, if she hears the podcast for whatever reason, it just is what it is, but I'm pretty sure that she would agree with me. But I got married based off of other people's opinion.
Oh, shit, that's deep.
Like, real talk, my first marriage. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I didn't love or care for the person I was married to.
Oh, that was an accident.
Oh, is that what that was?
That was an accident, my bad.
But I will say that it did move forward in a fashion more due to outside opinion opposed to where we really were at the moment.
Right. And
That's it goes back to another topic we talked about last week.
What? Yeah, refresh.
Church.
Okay, go further, man. Go. I want to.
Okay.
I'm interested because I'm familiar with your marriage,
outside
Okay.
opinion does,
and
does-
I don't remember how long was you married, by the way.
4 years.
Oh shit. Okay, that was wild.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Okay. I mean, I was married for. I ain't gonna go into that.
You was
I was
in wedlock.
I was married in wedlock for 4 years.
Yeah.
But like, yes, when during that time frame, I was, new to salvation, I guess we'll call it. And during that time, it goes back to worried about what other people think. And I just happened to be under certain leadership and just under certain teaching that really put us both in a position of feeling convicted in some ways, where I think it was an emotional decision. Because a lot of stuff was new, it became a good season at the time, and it seemed like the right thing to do.
Seasons is big in the church house.
Right.
They big on seasons.
It seemed like the thing to do. Now when you grow older and you become more spiritually mature, and you can look back on how you could have handled that situation differently in order to do it the right way. Yeah, hindsight 2020, but yes, these are things that people are dealing with. It's so many different type of outside influence when dealing with relationships. And man, it is very important to understand who you can allow to be in that area of your life.
Real smoke.
No, that's real shit.
Yeah, but people outside opinions definitely matter. Because one thing, you don't want to be walking around, everybody smirking and schmickering, and like, man, Jesus, let's go. You know what I mean? Like that.
I'm about to hit her up right now.
Watch it.
She getting text messages while y'all sitting there eating.
Watch it 2 minutes. Watch her get her phone. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want that. But at the same time, if you don't want that, but at the same time, it's like if she's still or not. My whole point is she's still doing it or she used to do it. Because I'm sure when I'm out, she got to worry about the same shit with me. Like, is there some chick in here that this motherfucker been fucked around with? If he done hugged her a little too tight this time, he used to hit her or something like that. Bitches is pettier than men.
Hey man, listen. Let me tell you. Let me tell you
men
something.
are pettier than women, but women are pretty petty.
This might be real stupid, but man, I'm sure any real dude out there or whatever gonna understand. Like, hey, the setouts is winning. There's winning.
We in the day and age is all about
City girls.
Fucking.
City girls.
It's all about fucking. It's fucking
And getting paid to fuck. I told my wife, I'm like, man, listen. The music, a lot of these bitches on the radio that's rapping is talking about getting paid for their pussy.
Hey, and it's being glorified.
Yeah, this shit's scary, bro.
It's being glorified.
They are teaching your little girls to work that cooter. But
here's the bad part about it. I'm gonna tell you why it's being glorified. It's being glorified because these NFL and these NBA cats, man, they wifing them.
No, they are.
They wifing them. They encouraging the ass shots and the fake boobs and all of the surgeries and stuff, and then they wifing them. And the rappers, them too.
That's what I was about to say.
Most of these rappers is
that's the
ugly
problem.
Motherfuckers that was lame and shit.
Real women ain't being
like
respected no more.
Real had no opportunity around no pussy and like that.
Man, real women ain't being respected no more, man. It's all about, hey, I need to go ahead and get these shots. I need to go ahead and get this body so I can go ahead and attract this rich nigga so I can go ahead and get my bills paid. That's what it's turning into.
You know what's retarded? Is that our simple-minded dumbasses men, especially these suckers right here that's actually providing influence for it, why would you want that or like that shit? I am not doing shit until that social media era is gone.
It ain't
There's
going nowhere.
There is no way for me and flying fuck for a person like myself. Oh, let's go. Everything leaves and it's gonna come.
No, it evolves. It ain't going nowhere.
Trust me.
Social media ain't going nowhere.
Social media ain't going nowhere.
Everybody loved throwback jerseys. Thought there was never
So,
going
B,
nowhere.
are you telling me right now? Are you telling everybody
Matter of
that
fact,
you
going
are not going to be in a relationship until social
Never.
media is
But
over?
Let's hear it. You know my first question.
You ain't gonna never be in no
I'ma
relationship.
answer your first question. This is that you asked at the time.
Yeah, because we about to
Who
end
do I
it. We
bring
about
my-
to end the podcast. Go ahead.
Who do I bring my girl to?
That's exactly what I was about
Yeah,
to ask you.
we got a couple more pieces on here. If we
Who,
gotta touch.
right, who do I want her to meet first?
Who is that?
My other bitch.
Oh my God, my God.
I seen that IG post
Poly
that you
life,
said
baby.
too.
Poly life, baby.
Hold on,
You know what?
hold on.
Right
You
now,
know what?
I'm straight
Actually,
poly life,
he's hitting
bro.
on something that we don't have time to get into.
I
But
don't mess with a chick. She
but
don't mess with
polygamy,
chicks.
I believe that is something that the world should go back to, and I think it worked
Wow.
for a reason.
On God.
I'm serious. I'm not joking.
On
There's
God.
no reason why all throughout ancient
It said a
history
village. It takes a village.
you had
It's coming from a
men
married
had
man.
multiple. Yes, I've talked to my wife about this. She know. She
Poly,
upstairs
poly,
right
poly,
now.
Poly.
Me and Daoud talked about this shit
Poly
before
want
he
a
died.
cracker.
He was trying to convince me about polygamy, but Daoud, the way he was saying it was just
Rest
all
in peace,
rough,
Oop.
and he was just too raw with it. The message wasn't
Okay.
hitting.
No. We gonna get raw with that one another time.
But yeah,
though.
but yeah, go ahead, Wayne.
But wait a minute. So you asked
That's
the
what
question
I'm
about
interested
when is
too.
it cool to post a pic?
Hat.
Man,
When is it?
Hey, you gotta do that when you ready. Like when you gotta understand that when you make that decision, and I'm speaking from a male's perspective. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for the women, but when you make that decision, you gotta understand you letting every chick that done had any interest in you. You letting any chick that it is that you done been dealing with or was kind of like dating. You like, hey, you know what?
I
This is
CC'd
my-
every
this is
girl
the-
that I
the-
CC
depending on-
around
depending
town.
Look, depending on the type of dude that you is, you putting everybody on notice
Yeah.
that this is the one.
You pretty much
And all
being
the
Martin
rest of you have
Lawrence.
failed.
You're being Martin Lawrence on
The
thin
rest
line
of you have
between love and
failed.
hate.
This is the one. You have put everybody on notice that,
You
like,
know what?
hey,
You know what?
and you've opened yourself up to a season of pure hatred.
It
Right.
depends. It depends on what your caption is under that picture.
You think so?
What the
Absolutely.
caption mean?
You know, I could dig it because I took a
Because
couple
you could
pictures
take a
with pretty
picture with a
chicks.
chick and it'd
and
just
be
be a
like-
picture of you with a chick.
No. You put like. So I say this for
You
it.
see
I
what I'm
say, wait a
saying?
minute,
It can,
wait a minute.
though.
I say this
It
for
depends
example.
on who you
I
are,
posted
though.
a picture of just her by herself, and I put the caption letting it be known.
That's what I said. What is the caption?
But wait a minute. What if it was
What is
just
the
a picture of
caption?
just
Listen,
her?
listen.
And then I didn't
First-
post no caption. What if it was
It
no
could just
caption?
be somebody,
Don't
nigga. It
get
doesn't
me
mean anything at
started.
that point.
All right,
What's
so you
the fucking
all right,
caption?
let's say the
Don't
caption
get
is
me
hashtag
started. Don't get me
WCW.
started. Don't get me
Is
started.
that World Championship Wrestling? like, what is this about? You put the hashtag WCW and nothing else.
Wet chicken
What does
wings.
this mean? What do you say?
Wet chicken wings.
We got World Championship Wrestling. Wet
We
chicken
can
wings. We can win.
What's the fucking caption, man?
No, to me, I'm telling you, like, I keep saying for as a single point of view, I'm over here crying.
I know.
It's over.
Look, but oh God, though, if I post you,
If I post you with the
you
hashtag
owe me
Win
money by Monday.
Money by Monday.
Oh goodness, if I post you though, like goodness on goodness, like if
He is really crying.
No,
Y'all had me
BHill is really wiping his face right now.
Oh,
y'all.
my
Y'all
God.
had me crying with that last one. No, but if you post her, I think that's today. Social media means a lot to people. You post a girl, I think that symbolizes something, and automatically go judge you. But I think it's all about the person that you are, though. Like me being a single cat, they think if I post a girl, oh, he's gonna be smashing her, gonna be kicking it with her or something like that. Oh, is he going serious like that? Somebody relationship, you post women, whatever the fuck like that, do your fucking thing. But if you're a single person, they know it. In social media life, y'all dating. Period. Y'all
Oh
talk
yeah,
about,
because but you know what they say about social media. If
Right,
it ain't
you-
on social media, it ain't real. So
Right.
once you post that pic, that's
Right.
just like
but,
that's
but
important.
Even if you try to disguise it,
That's
like
true. You
even
got to
if
be
it's ju-
mindful of
but
those
look,
rules, even if you don't live by them.
even if
Right.
it's just your friend though. And they just like they just trying to hide it. They just trying to disguise it. But I know they fucking around. That's the social media go judge you already. You post a male and a woman together, if they don't look just the fucking like as family, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all fucking. That's just how I see
Oh
it.
no, I got to disagree with that one because I have female friends that are literally like come on, I ain't trying to be the cliche on the bullshit or whatever.
No, I
They're
seen your
literally
friends.
like
Truth, though.
I seen your friends. They're your
Right.
friends.
But
They're
no
real-
one's
real
saying
life
it's the
friends.
truth though. But that's
And-
what the social media go judge you like though.
Oh well, but anybody that knows me on social
Right, but
media
you married
knows
now,
the real.
though, bro.
You know
but
what I'm saying?
you married and shit
Huh?
like that. You like right? You married and shit, right?
Will be
Right.
He's soon to
I thought
be.
you said, what? Yeah, you married yet?
not yet.
He's soon to be.
Right. Well,
Soon
y'all
to
did
be.
it. This making sure y'all just waiting for the date.
Soon to be.
But y'all married.
That's
What
probably
about-
about 5-10
Right,
years
right,
from
right.
now. It'll happen.
Right, yeah. Still me.
Depending on when she listens to the podcast.
Yeah, you come on here fucking my shit up.
But no, I really just think it's dependent on like the person though. Like me off the top, they go assume some shit, and then like you said, you got to CC everybody. Like so, you got like it's like a notice you putting out. When you put like Bay up there, you go look left and look right. Like damn, is it a good time for this right here? Am I really done messing with this chick yet, or something like that? Or she gonna be kind of blowing me up and gonna be mad about this shit? Like you got to really be secure about that. Make sure like no other chick gonna be trying to blow you down and fuck this up
That
for
man
you
is over
before
there.
you post her.
Let
You know
it
what I'm
be
saying?
known.
And that's how I feel about it. So like if you posting somebody, like as babe, you really got to be like on a cutoff with people.
You know what?
As far as like
I
your
completely
situation and shit.
understand what you're saying, and both of y'all, because as men, the way that we do things is very cut and dry. Like we don't really do shit if we not feeling the way it is. Like you know what I'm saying? We not really wishy-washy like that. But I swear, on the other hand, with women, they will post some shit just to get
In
a
a
reaction from the
heartbeat.
chicks that follow them.
Hold on.
Just to get a fucking reaction. Ooh, this bitch she ain't gonna believe this shit right here.
Yeah.
Ooh, we at our favorite restaurant. I know
Misery
he took that
love
bitch to this
company.
restaurant too, but we here now.
That heifer miserable. That heifer miserable.
You know what, man? You know what? And I think
That heifer
I
miserable.
think that's something that it is that I can appreciate about my relationship is because ain't nothing petty going on like that, man. Like
That's the best way.
yeah, it's like I can truly appreciate that about it is that me knowing that, you know, I'm who she got, she's who I got. I don't even concern myself with nobody outside that's watching the situation or whatever, man. Like people know what it is.
That's
Right.
beautiful.
Well, let me go in this because we didn't kind of discuss the feedback of others. But we one thing he asked, he said, whose feedback is more important? You correct me if I'm wrong. You said strangers or family.
Right.
Shit, I'm thinking mine.
And man, like for me personally, I'm gonna say family because they're who important to me. But in this day and age, it seems like people for the likes, they care more about what strangers think about their situation. If they posting pictures on social media and social media is on there putting a bunch of hearts and and you done got hundreds of likes or thousands of likes depending on your followers.
Talking about y'all
and then
look good together.
Right, and they
Right.
don't even know y'all.
You post Bay and got 3 likes.
They don't even know y'all. Look,
You got 2,000 followers, got 3 likes with Bay.
look, and then but then you go and talk to your family, and like, come on now, you know this girl ain't right, or you know this dude ain't doing right and everything because they know the situation.
They also know you on a more personal level, so they they know a little bit about your personality. They know, you know what? I interacted with him at the family cookout, and this nigga said that he don't really like children. I know, baby, you want to have kids. I
Well,
don't
this
think.
nigga was telling
I
me
don't
about
think
some chick, and he
Jerome
was
is
trying
right.
to holler at me, telling me about
Right.
how he was trying to go get with some chicks or something like that, or hey, I just my one nigga just told me that old girl was at such and such last week doing like it just depends. But man, like but social media, they don't they be looking at us like I done seen people say couples goals, and it's like I appreciate that and I agree because I know my situation, but at the same time, you don't know me past social media. You don't know my situation.
You know what though, Law? Y'all, you know what? Because we gonna end it because we've been going for a minute. But look, I know for a fact, and you said it before, Wayne. It really, and I think both of y'all said it. We all can agree. No matter whose opinions that you seeking out or whose feedback you internalizing, it's all your decision in
All
the
your
end.
decision.
And it don't matter that everybody give you feedback. Your family, friends have the best intentions for you. They could actually really be looking at the situation objectively like, look, man, This is why I don't think she's right for you, and lay out reasons why right in front of you. Alphabetical order, boom, 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 boom. And nigga be like, you know what? She's the one.
So why is that? So why do we seek the opinions of others if we only gonna do what we want to do anyway?
I don't fucking know. That's the fucking question. That is the question.
We gonna do what we
don't
want to
know.
do at the end of the day, no matter what. They could say, "Hey, she is the one."
No, nah, her breath stink.
Right. You don't even know. She get the lint up under her titties. You don't even know.
Right. It could be anything. So I don't know, man. Let's end it on that, because that is a question that I would challenge everybody to contemplate, man. Whose approval are you seeking? And ultimately, it doesn't even fucking matter, because you're going to do what you want to do anyway.
Right.
God damn, man.
This was a good one.
That was a good one, man. Oh, shit, that's loud. Let's clap it up. A little bit softer than that.
Be damn.
Hey, B, let everybody know where they can find you at, man.
Google me at Ribcage Smokehouse and Bar, any location, east or west side, where the meat is the
Where the meat is
and the sauce is
in the cage.
so
Hey, y'all got to change
I
that
am
slogan.
so excited, y'all, man. Every
You
time I
gotta
say that,
change
I
the
swear, every time I say that, it just sounds
Come
so
on, man.
creepy.
Shameless
Yeah.
plug.
Look.
Man. Let's go.
Hey, welcome to the Rib Cage, where the sauce is the boss, but the meat got it beat.
Yeah, we not rolling, man. We got to change the slogan.
I like
man.
it.
I don't.
Wait a minute, we not
I
rolling.
I can't really say it with a whole ass straight face myself.
Yeah,
so
talking about the
but-
meat got it beat.
Right.
Meat
The
and beat.
sauce is the boss
Right,
of the meat.
the sauce is the
beat.
boss.
Like,
Don't say meat and beat together, man. You got to have like a couple sentences in between.
Oh
Man.
goodness, man! Listen.
Thanks for listening to JMatt Show, man.
It's
We'll
been a
be
pleasure.
here.
Hey, wait a minute.
again.
Hold on, man. Can I do a
Oh, go
shameless
ahead.
plug here real quick?
Go ahead.
Hey, listen.
Go ahead.
Listen, y'all can reach me at myreallegacy_FIG. I'm all about build wealth, break curses, man. Y'all looking to spread the message? Come get at me for a shirt. Also, man, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 216. Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. 216 Muscle Boot Camp, man. I have to shout out to my man Benny Lou. All right, so
Yeah, that's some local shit, man. Everybody over in Sweden and Africa, y'all don't really know it.
no, y'all come on, y'all fly over here, man. Hit this boot, come get this work. It's just work.
And when y'all
216
done
muscle.
working out, come get some ribs, some greens,
Shout out to
macaroni
my
and
partners
cheese,
at
red beans and
FIG.
rice,
Yeah.
cornbread.
Go
and
taste
get that
the
energy
sauce
back.
and beat your meat.
Right.
All right, y'all. We out, man. Till next time, we'll see you.
I got beans,
One.
greens, tomatoes, ham.